Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. This is video number 1 of a possible 1. There might be a 2, but it's not very clear at the moment. I don't know if I'm actually going to be available to a point where you guys are actually still awake. Or, I don't know. So, we'll see. If there's anything that happens that's drastic and I'm able to pitch in a video later tonight, I will be here. If not, then this is enough. Because, trust me, for this video, we have substance. Enough substance to cover a day. Because Pochettino gave his first press conference as Chelsea manager. And I have so much to say. And as you can tell by the tone of my voice right now, clearly I'm not exactly disappointed, am I? So, we'll get into that. But before we do, I want to direct you guys to the Azpilicueta goodbye, and I'll leave a link for you guys right here. That's from last night. If you haven't seen it already, my thoughts on Azpi giving his goodbye and us saying goodbye and talking about everything to do with Azpi, as well as the latest news that went down last night. You can catch it over there. Make sure you hit that and enjoy. Subscribe if you are new, and if you haven't already. Let's get cracking. Pochettino has done his first press conference. And I have to say, I'm shocked. I'm shocked and I'm surprised, but in a good way, in a very, 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 very good way. Before we even check what he has said, I need to clarify this. Tottenham, what in the blue hell were you thinking when you sacked this guy? You sacked this guy. This guy who said everything in the way that he said it today. And I understand some people are going to go, oh, but no, it's just words. Nah. There are just words when you can tell someone's just throwing words to appease you and make you happy. Poch today, in half an hour of that first press conference, has got me more invested in Chelsea Football Club than Graham Potter and Lampard put together. One press conference. I'm sold. I have feeling now on Poch in the same way that I did with Jose and with Conte and with those guys that you just knew were going to come in and get the job done. I've not felt, I have to even be honest, my first impression so far of Poch is higher than the first impression I had under Tuchel. And that says a lot. I never thought that would happen. It's early days, of course. The football needs to do the talking. But in terms of first impressions, it doesn't get better than this. It does not. And I'll show you why. I will show you why. I have come with the receipts. I have come with the evidence to back up exactly why this guy understands what we want and what we're asking for in this Chelsea team. He knows it to the T. He knows it exactly. And that's how it baffles me. I hear, because I had doubts. And you can say you can always have a doubt because you don't know what's going to happen in the future. But I had doubts in terms of whether Poch can really do it at the highest level when it comes to competing and winning for trophies and trying to win those trophies season in, season out. We're in a situation where we just have to get ourselves back up to the top 4 and back in the conversation because we finished so low. I wasn't expecting what I heard today. I really wasn't. So, you always have that doubt, but today helped elevate that doubt. It really did. It picked up that doubt, it turned it, and it threw it out the window. And this is where I turn to, because before I say turn to Tottenham and even PSG, as a Chelsea fan, we're not like Tottenham fans. Or hell, maybe even PSG, where we know what Poch is really about to the finer detail. Tottenham more than anybody. In terms of what is he truly like? What is he really about? The detail, his gestures, the way he talks, his mentality, the mannerisms, his style, on the pitch and off the pitch. We don't know. We only know Poch in terms of face value and what we've seen from the outside. And that's where I look now. I got my doubts. Look, it took one interview and one press conference to really start to understand what he's truly about. I love the guy. He looks fantastic. I don't mean I love the guy as in, oh my God, this guy is born for this club. And like, no, you're going to have to prove that. But first impressions alone, mate, I've got zero complaints. If anything, I've got more praise than I thought I would initially have. And I'll show you. Let's get right into it. From from the way that he talks, from the words that he chose, from his attitude, his mentality, his approach, the way he talks, what he says, his substance, his delivery, his conviction, his confidence, his, I hate this word, but his aura, his style. Look, he rocked up in a suit. He rocked up in a suit, yeah? And I don't want this to be a big deal, but I'm sorry. After seeing Graham Potter rock nothing but tracksuits, and then the odd occasion on a match day he'll put on that overcoat, and then Frank Lampard in nothing but tracksuits, it's so nice to see a manager come in looking dapper again. Yeah, I miss it. I want my manager to look stylish. I want my manager to come in with confidence. Like, I am going to pull this look off. He came in all black. James Bond looking, man. My gaffer. Anyway, let's get into it. Starting off, his first thing, the first thing he said, set the tempo. The first thing he said had more conviction in it and more confidence than anything Graham Potter said throughout all those months at Chelsea. And then Frank Lampard, I understand he came in as a caretaker, so we're not going to disrespect that. But were we expecting much anyway? But even Frank, in terms of he had nothing to lose realistically, and what he was saying in the way that he said it, Poch came in and said this from the get-go. Let's get right into it. This was line number 1. Poch to the media. I hope you're nice to me. It's not compulsory, this conference. I can stand up and walk away. Straight away. He was like, thank you for all your welcomes. But I hope you're going to be nice to me because I don't have to do this. This isn't compulsory. I can just walk up and go and I won't be punished. Yeah, so basically telling them, listen guys, you lot stay in your lanes. Don't try any crazy games with me because I will just walk away. Yeah? So you better respect. You better respect me. The first thing he did was set the tempo. When do you remember Graham Potter walking in and doing that? It took him months to be able to show some sort of some bite. Pochettino, first words, bite straight away. Anyway, let's move. I'll show you everything that he said because he was saying things I wasn't expecting him to say. I honestly thought Poch would come from an angle of, look, we're here, we're going to do our best, we're here to win, we understand what the aims are, but, it can take a little bit of time. We're going to get to know the squad, we're going to get to really, go through the processes, go through the motions, and then take it from there, and of course we want to compete to win trophies and all of that. I thought he would take that sort of approach, where it's a little bit, on the line, but it's sensible. No. Poch came from an angle where I want all of my Chelsea managers to come from. He came from an angle of, I'm not scared of anything. We're coming here to win, whether you like it or not. And there's no waiting, right? We're doing this now. I'm like, finally. Am I actually hearing what I'm hearing? Let's get right into it. This is what Poch had to say. I'm going to show you all in once, yeah? And then we'll go through it. So, get ready, put your seatbelts on because you're going to like this. My target is to win. If you're in a club like Chelsea, you can't talk about doing a nice job or playing well. Shots fired at Graham Potter. Next. If you don't win at a club like Chelsea, you'll be in trouble. I'm here to win, not to do a nice job. If you don't win at a club like Chelsea, you'll be in trouble. Patience. I think when you are in a club like Chelsea, you have to deliver from day one. In football, no patience. It's difficult to wait. In Chelsea, it's not about time. You have to deliver from day one. That's how we are working on the training ground. Not wasting time now. Football is about today. Not talk too much about long term. We can't tell the people we need 6 months to create something because that's not good. We need to think from day one that we need to win. From the beginning, we need to be ready and beat Liverpool on the first game. Oh, man, it's so good to hear a Chelsea manager speak like this again. Oh, my God, it's been way too long. It's been way too long, guys. We've been in the trenches. We've suffered. We've waited. We've been shot. We've been stabbed. We've been punched, we've been hit, we've been thrown, we've been dashed, we've been beaten, we've done all sorts. We've gone through hell, fire and brimstone, right? To come to this moment and finally hear a Chelsea manager talking in the way that a Chelsea manager should talk. Oh my God, thank God the day has come. The day has come. Flipping. When have you heard someone talk like this? I'll tell you. The last time we heard someone talk like this was Antonio Conte. The last time we heard someone talk like this to this detail was Jose Mourinho. Tell me if I'm lying. Tuchel done it to an extent and then delivered, right? But Tuchel did take the approach sometimes of, we're going to be sensible with the words that we choose. Yeah? Poch coming in straight. Exactly how I like it. That's my style. I love honesty, transparency. Come right out there. Be confident. Own it. Grab it and take it. Yeah? Poch has done that on day one. And I didn't expect him to. This is why I am the way that I am right now. I wasn't expecting him to do that. I was not. I didn't think he was that guy. He's that guy. He is that guy. If I had known this, right, trust me, I would have been calling for Poch for ages. I would have been calling for Poch in the same way Matisse was calling for Poch. And fair play, Matisse, look, I'm going to give you your flowers on this one. You've got the right idea when you were talking about Poch. You absolutely had it spot on. Credit to Matisse. Head over to his channel and subscribe if you haven't already. Me and Miz, the other side of the coin, were literally going back and forth and thinking, Poch, don't know. Definitely would get us back to top 4, top 6 for sure, right? To get us back to that level. But further that, this has filled me with confidence. If he can instill this and the way that he's thinking into these players, we're winning the Prem. We are winning the Prem. Not next season, maybe not even the season after, but we will win the Prem. We will. You can't have this mentality and stick through it and then instill it and get the players playing like this and not win. You can't. Simple as that. We haven't had someone in this role, in charge, like this. Talking like this. Thinking like this. Honestly, absolutely fantastic. I hope that it reflects on the training ground. I hope that it reflects into the players. I hope that it really gives them a kick up the backside and it gets them going. Apologies, I've got indigestion. Poch has given me indigestion. But honestly, I absolutely am a lot more optimistic. A lot. After this, I'm impressed. I am very, very, very impressed. Now, we have to be real. The football also does do the talking. And like he has said, and I will always stick to this, no matter who it is, yeah? I've learned my lesson when it comes to just thinking long-term with managers. Nah, you deliver, you'll get long-term. You don't deliver, you're out the door. If Poch doesn't deliver, I'm sorry. We might have to cut it short. That's the reality of it. And he knows that. He said it himself. There's no time. I'm not going to talk about we're going to have to wait 6 months. We're going to work from day one. We're going to expect from the first game against Liverpool, we're winning. We're winning. Finally, someone is thinking straight at this football club, man. Oh man, I'm telling you, we've suffered. Let's have it right. We have suffered, and to have someone talk like this now, it feels so reassuring that this sort of person is a manager of Chelsea Football Club again. It's been years. It's been years. Respect to Thomas Tuchel. Absolutely. As I've said, his mannerisms were different and he delivered. He delivered in a way I didn't think he would deliver. I hope Poch is going to deliver in a way that I didn't think he would deliver. But so far, in terms of first impressions, I can't ask for more. I wanted Jose back, yeah? But I wanted Jose back for this reason. I wanted someone like this. If I'm getting it with Poch, I'm cool with Poch. But I was desperate to have someone of this mentality. And he's come right in and just blown my feet off the ground. Honestly, I wasn't expecting this. So, but welcome to Chelsea, Poch. Welcome to Chelsea. And like this, I am 200% behind you, no matter what. Let's go. Let's do this. And let's get this team winning again, man. Let's get this team winning, shall we? Let's go. Now, let's talk a little bit about the news before we wrap up. There's the latest on Christian Pulisic. Let me know your thoughts on that Poch press conference down below, which was absolutely mind-blowing. And yeah. And I'm going to say it again. Now before we get to Pulisic, I'm going to say it back. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to say it again. Tottenham, you let go of this guy. You let go of this guy. What were you thinking? And now it flips. Now I look at it. They sacked Poch. They got Mourinho. They sacked Mourinho before a flipping cup final. Well done. They got Conte. And then they sacked Conte. They didn't back him enough. I'm telling you, we're going to win trophies with Poch. We're going to win trophies with Poch. Remember this. Yeah, what's the date? 7/7. It's not a good day for London. But 7/7/23, yeah? 7th of the 7th, 2023, on Younes Talks Football. I said it at 3:54 p.m, yeah? That's the time of recording right now. Chelsea are winning trophies under Poch. Clip it. Let's get going and let's see what else is popping about. Tottenham fans are going to... expressions might stop streaming. I hope not, because his WWE content is through the roof, and I love his football content as well. But I'm telling you, Tottenham are going to give all their fans flipping heart strokes and all sorts of illnesses and conditions and A&E appointments and yeah. Anyway, let's wait and see what happens and what Poch can do at Chelsea. Welcome to Chelsea, Poch. Very, very happy to have you, especially like this. Let's talk about Pulisic and the latest there. Here it is. AC Milan and Chelsea in direct contact now to close Christian Pulisic deal on a permanent move. Deal closer than ever and imminent. Now checking on final details. So, did you hear that? That's a Tottenham fan being taken to hospital. Sorry, mate. Pulisic is looking like he's on his way to AC Milan. Flipping London, innit? Typical. He's on his way to AC Milan. That's looking like that's going to be done very, very imminently, and I'm very, very happy for that. Poch did confirm as well that we are going to be adding more players. There's going to be more additions into the squad, so looking forward to seeing who that's going to be. Caicedo, I reckon, will definitely be one of them. But Pulisic on his way out. A matter of time in terms of it being official. So we'll see. The next group of players that could be leaving are these guys. Chelsea will listen to offers for Conor Gallagher and Trevor Chalobah. Callum HudsonAdoi is also expected to leave. That's from Simon Johnson. Very, very reliable. Very reliable. I reckon Newcastle will make a move for Gallagher in time. I reckon Trevor Chalobah eventually will probably end up going. We've got Levi Colwell coming in, so I can understand if Chalobah starts to look elsewhere. HudsonAdoi is definitely going. It's mad. We are completely transforming this squad, and I am so optimistic now. As I've said, this is, in hindsight, now we look at it and we think, yeah, this has to be done. This has to be done. Absolutely has to be done. So, yeah, very exciting. Very exciting. We'll wait to see where HudsonAdoi goes. Conor Gallagher, who comes in for him, if anyone does, and the same goes for Chalobah, or will they end up sticking around? They will definitely be a part of pre-season until when a move is possibly made, so we'll wait and see what happens. Keppra, what's the latest on him? There's a very realistic possibility if Chelsea did sign a top goalkeeper that Keppra would then also want to leave the football club. I get this, but I don't think we're going to let him go. I honestly think we're not going to get a top goalkeeper come in. So Keppra, I think, will be the number one. But I think we are going to get a goalkeeper that will provide some competition. So let's see if that competition could end up being becoming the number one, or if Keppra is going to be that guy. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Very, very confident in terms of that setup if we get an attacker. Someone that's going to be providing us the goals or helping us to get the goals, because then that protects the defence and that protects Keppra. But if we're just going to have to rely on Keppra like we did last season, then we're flipping going to get toasted, because teams are going to take shots from distance like it's fun and it's going to go in, and then we're going to be shouting Keppra again, and I can't be bothered. But overall, it's not the end of the world if we address our attack. So fingers crossed we do, and we'll see what happens in terms of what goalkeeper will come in terms of competition. Let's wait and see. Rhys James. This is from Simon Johnson, and I love this. Look at... This is where I say, look, don't expect 100% loyalty, but give flowers where it's due. And when the credit is deserved, you give it. And for Rhys James, it's absolutely deserved. Check this out. From Simon Johnson, Rhys James flew to Dubai after the season had ended, geared towards warm weather training, and has worked with a personal trainer. This has not gone unnoticed, and it is the type of example Pochettino likes to see being set. My Rhys! My Rhys James, man! I don't need to say anything. It's beautiful. That mentality is beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Wait and see what Rhys James does this season. We'll wait and see. But that is just phenomenal. He could have taken a holiday. He probably did. He's in Dubai. Let's be honest. You're in Dubai. You're going to love the place. But he got to work. He got to work in his own time. And now he's back at pre-season. I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do, and hopefully no injuries. Please, medical department, do everything you can to protect this guy. Let's hope. Now, Before we wrap up, news on the captain, the potential captain. Poch did talk about this in the press conference. Check this out. Mauricio Pochettino will decide the new captain. There is a theory that Silva will get the nod with James as vice. And that's exactly what I want. I think that's perfect. Rhys will come in as vice. There's no one else in the squad, except for maybe Sterling because he's a senior. But Rhys James is already being touted as possible future captain. So it's only right that we set him up now as a vice. Thiago Silva takes the armband for sure. 100%. He is the capo. So, what Pochettino in the press conference did say there's no decision yet. Pre-season needs to start. Players need to come back. He needs to see the squad. And then he'll make the decision. So, we'll wait and see. But I wouldn't blame Poch if this is his idea at the moment. That's exactly what I would do. So, let's see what happens. Who would your captain be? Let me know down below. Now, to wrap up, Chelsea are going to be flying in style. Right? Flying in style, why? Because we're off the pre-season, and it's only right that we have Oman Air, our new official airline partner, take us there, right? Well, if they do, I hope they've got this plane all ready and set up, because when you look up in the sky and you see this, you know that there's a team coming to land that are going to cause all sorts of trouble for you. Here it is. Oman Air and Chelsea FC. This is the plane. Look at that plane. Look at that plane. If you see that plane landing at your airport, you know you've just lost 3 points. You've just lost 3 points. That's the vibe we want to give from this plane. They look up and they see Chelsea. Oh, crap, it's them lot. Oh, no. I want opponents to look at us and think, they're here. Look, they're flying in. They're flying in. It's them. My God. Before we've even touched ground, the opponents are already scared. That's the impression you get from this plane. It's a beautiful plane. Beautifully blue. Chelsea Football Club, Oman Air. Flying in style. Nice up-and-coming Middle Eastern airline with all the standards and luxuries on board. Man, I have to say, look, we've criticised the owners a lot, right? I am getting the impression now that it looks like they're starting to do things properly. They are running this football club obviously with good intention, but now it actually looks like with the directors, they are starting to execute things correctly. I hope, and I hope we get to see the fruits bear themselves very soon. So let's wait and see what happens. Overall, it's looking good. I can't complain. And I'm happy. Let me know down below. How are you feeling in terms of Chelsea Football Club as a whole? And as I've said, later on, if I'm able to get a video out to you guys to wrap up the day, I will. If not, I will see you guys tomorrow for a double upload 100%. So make sure you guys are here for that. And I'll see you then. Thank you very much for watching. Do not forget, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash like button if you've enjoyed this. I'll see you very, very soon. Have a good one, people, in a bit. Take care and peace.